Good evening. Oh god, I've made a problem. I've made a horrible mistake. No, never mind. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I clicked on the chatting thing, and it gave me 2 mirrored versions of my camera.
Stunning.
Because I wanted to give this a second for a reveal. And also, there's a car alarm going off outside.
Okay. It's any consolation, I can't hear the car alarm.
It's not just the game streams that are scuffed.
Hey, everything is scuffed. Hey. Welcome to our stream.
It's all scuffery. All scuffery all the time.
Indeed. Well, in case any of you weren't aware, today is the glorious 25th of May. Which means, Jay?
Truth, justice, freedom, reasonably priced love, and a hard-boiled egg.
As the founding of the People's Republic of Treacle Mine Road strikes today for justice. And in honor of that, we are going to make... The
Way of the Sweeper Monk, as inspired by, of course, Lute C, of the history monks of Oidong, as notably featured in Nightwatch. And this is specifically the art of him from the cover of Nightwatch, where I think I've got my copy of it up there on a high shelf. So
my copy is very far away, so yours is definitely closer.
That's because
just in case you're all shocked by Jay wearing shorts in Scotland, today we have record-breaking heat. Oh, fair. But we had record-breaking heat in the UK today. Apparently hit 35 degrees Celsius in London, which is south of France territory. That's equatorial practically. So yeah, the country's not built for it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear shit from any Americans saying, "Oh, that's not too bad." It's like 1, 35 degrees Celsius. 2, UK houses don't have air conditioning, and they're all designed to hold in heat.
Yeah, so we as a country are not built for heat in any way, shape, or form. Nothing that we have is built to deal with any kind of heat above 15 degrees Celsius.
As a country, as an infrastructure, as a people, we're not built for it.
Yeah.
We are Scottish. No. We are on the same latitude as fucking Moscow up here.
Yeah. Can't he deal with heat, man?
Exactly. The fucking Arctic expeditions used to set off from the city I am in.
Also, and let's be very fair on this, moaning is a national pastime.
Oh, it's national pastime, darling. It's a national sport.
We are, for a country that invented football, we are really happy because we're shite at it.
Exactly.
Because we get to complain about it.
Well, speaking specifically of Scotland, we complain about our own football. We're happy because we're moaning about our own. When it comes to if other people start criticising, then we have a problem.
I don't think we're pretty good about it on an international scale. Like, this is the reason why the Tartan Army were so positive at the last World Cup.
Yeah,
like we just came in to support anybody who wasn't England and accept that we were shite.
Oh no, we accept that we are shite, but no one else is allowed to call us shite. Because then,
fair.
But Scottish fans only cause problems in Scotland.
This is also true.
This is very true. Chris and I are both from Glasgow. Yeah. We're well aware of this.
Yeah,
Scottish football fans
in Scotland is bad and causes lots of problems in Scotland. But internationally, apparently, Scottish fans are a delight.
Contrary to British history, we're actually really polite abroad. Yeah. Anyway, we are here to go through The Way of the Sweeper. Now, admittedly, this is slightly more appropriate to Thief of Time as a book than Nightwatch, but really hard to come up with things that work. It's a really good book. I listened to the entire audiobook version as read by Tony Robinson today, start to finish, as is my tradition at this time of year. It's one of Pratchett's best books. It is one of the ones that I would recommend anyone read purely for the social commentary in it, Like, I recommend Reaper Man because it's a fucking fantastic book and has some good philosophical points. Night Watch is the one you read if you want to find some social commentary.
Yeah.
Because I think Night Watch is actually the one that has the Vimes Boots theory of economics.
I don't know if it's Night Watch. I had always assumed that it was one of the earlier Guards books, but also, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I had always assumed it was one of the ones from before Vimes got money.
Right. Well, he still talks about that kind of stuff a lot when he has money. Now, for those of you who do not know, I am a massive...
Terry Pratchett was a great, great author, and you should all read his work.
I mean, if you don't know that, then you've clearly never heard of the man. Pratchett was a fantastic author. I am a massive fan of Terry Pratchett. Most of my comedy, worldview, writing style, personality, random quotes that I come out with has been fueled by being raised on Terry Pratchett's Discworld. To the point where I have this, which is full-on just book of quotations from the Discworld novels up to, I think, Wintersmith. Up to Making Money.
That's pretty good going. Oh, that's pretty far on, I have to say.
That's only like there's only
past Wintersmith.
There's only 3 or 4 books after that, which is Raising Steam. I Shall Wear Midnight.
I Shall Wear Midnight.
Snuff.
Shepherd's Crown.
And The Shepherd's Crown. And Unseen. I think Unseen Academicals is after that as well.
Okay, because I've read Unseen Academicals. I quite enjoyed. I thought that was a lot of fun.
It's the only one that I've only read once, and I am going to rectify that.
That's fair. In fairness, I've read Snuff. I wasn't a fan, and that's basically the reason that I've not read Raising Steam, I Shall Wear Midnight, or Shepherd's Crown.
Raising Steam's very good.
I've been told, and I've also been told that I Shall Wear Midnight and Shepherd's Crown are pretty good.
I Shall Wear Midnight is better than the Shepherd's Crown. Hey, Dragon.
That's fair. Yo, Dragon.
No, I was wrong. Night Watch is not the one with the Vimes Boots theory of economics, because I know that quote is in this book. So, fair enough. Things can melt together a bit. I know a lot. Yeah. I forget a lot as well. But yeah.
A life well lived. We're going to make a monk, though. We're
going to make a monk. Our first monk.
Yeah.
Based on Lutzi the Sweeper. And
now,
in anticipation of that, I have a pile of quotes here from him.
Is this what we're going to base all the abilities off of? Is the quotes?
No, but I'm definitely going to pull out a lot of them.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy for this. I mean, I think this is going to be a meme, realistically.
Oh, this is not a serious subclass.
No. But also, like, as a character, he's a bit difficult to pin down, is what I'd say. Like,
he's
just
not.
To be clear, the Monks of History essentially have a martial art for moving through time.
Yeah. Lutzi is a practitioner. Yeah. Dragon, read... we're basing this on the works of Terry Pratchett. This is read the books, Thief of Time, Night Watch, and then read Reaper Man, just because it's really, really fucking good. If you're going to read any of them. And if not, then you should.
Yeah. Essentially, today is an international Terry Pratchett holiday.
Yes.
Based on Revolution. So that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And the Monks of History guide history to make sure that the right things happen at the right time and that things don't get interfered with.
Quite literally, I have a quote for that. We see that things happen. Don't things happen anyway? Depends what things you want. We're the Monks of History, Mr. Vimes. We see that it happens.
There you go. So that is the purpose. So that is gonna be the kind of general flavor of our monk.
There is also some more specific flavor down to Lutzi himself.
Please do enlighten our audience.
Well, Lutzi, more commonly known as Sweeper, because he's a little man. He carries a broom. Everybody's got a mess somewhere. I will be peppering in quotes as much as I can because I fucking love Terry Pratchett. He is quite well known as... well, he's not quite well known. He is respected as one of the best of these monks. But actually, when it comes to fighting, he doesn't do any of it. He doesn't... Violence is the resort of the violent. So he is close... I mean, his name is a pun on Lao Tzu, the great Asian philosopher. And so, of course, he follows the way of Mrs. Cosmopolite. Which... Oh, there will be quotes from that a long way down. Seriously, The Thief of Time has some really great philosophy in it. It's fucking amazing, and it's brilliantly presented, as is all Pratchett. But yeah, so this will be probably a slightly more roleplay focused with a little bit of kind of slightly social stealth is what I'm thinking for the practical aspects of this, because he has a tendency to have his legends exaggerated when in fact what he's done is he's a little man carrying a broom. Everyone's got a mess somewhere, and that's how he gets into places and does all of the incredible things that he has done throughout history. Yeah. Because the man's about 800 years old.
He can also kick ass with the best of them, so there'll be a little bit of that, I reckon.
Lutzi is the only known practitioner of a martial art known as déjà vu. In which I'll get the exact quote up again. I'm going to be referring to this quote page a lot.
The only one? Because he trains like...
No, the only practitioner of déjà vu, which is... There's many different martial arts throughout the thing.
Yeah, because he trains like a bunch of monks.
No, he trains one.
What? No, because that's like, remember, like at the end of Thief of Time, when he comes back to Lutzi.
Yeah, when Lobsang comes back.
Teaching. And then they have a bout. They have a spar in front of the students because Lutzi is teaching the class. Yeah. So it's not one student.
Well, we don't know if he's teaching them déjà vu or if he's just teaching them the philosophy.
Well, they have a sparring match in front of the students, so I would presume it's déjà vu.
Either way. Déjà vu, best described as the feeling that you've been kicked in the head this way before. It is said that Lutzi can throw a punch into the air and it'll follow you home and smack you in the face when you open your own front door. So we're going to be doing some weird stuff. It's basically hitting someone before you throw the punch. Because he can punch people through time.
Pretty much.
Legitimately.
That's his vibe.
He's the fucking guy. He's the fucking man. Yeah. Lutzi is one of there is only one book where he plays a proper major role, but he cameos in a lot of them.
Yeah. As one does when one has a history-ensuring time-traveling monk.
Exactly. He's a major character in Thief of Time. He's a secondary character in Night Watch, and then is cameoing quite a bit over the rest of the series. In like tiny ways. Not as much as Death, but I'm pretty sure
but Death is introduced in the very first book.
That's the thing, is I think there is only one book in which Death doesn't have a cameo. And that's Pyramids.
Because, like, the whole deal is that Death doesn't come here.
Yep. Pretty sure Pyramids is the only Pratchett, the only Discworld book where Death does not make a cameo. I don't know if
I'd need to go back and reread it.
Actually, I might need to reread The Colour of Magic, because he might not show up personally in The Colour of Magic, because there's that whole bit where Rincewind's hanging off the thing, and he's like, I thought Death himself was supposed to come for the death of a wizard. Who are you? Scrofula. Scrofula?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I need to reread the... Fuck it, I guess I'm rereading The Colour of Magic. Bye, everyone!
I was going to say, because because let me think. So, because Mort is the first book about death, which is the fourth book in the Disc world.
Yep. You do not need to read them chronologically. There's only
no, you don't.
There's a couple you need to read chronologically, but that's it.
Yeah, even it's not all that important. Yeah. It's an overarching universe, and there's individual characters you can follow.
And canon's a bit wibbly.
Third book is Equal Rights.
Yep. Because it's Color of Magic and Light Fantastic.
Color of Magic and Light Fantastic.
Which you should read in that order, because the Light Fantastic is a direct sequel to the Color of Magic.
Yeah.
Equal Rights is completely standalone book.
Yeah.
My advice
is... Well, it's not completely standalone. It's the first Witches book, technically.
It's the first appearance of Granny Weatherwax, and I would recommend you read it before you read I Shall Wear Midnight.
Because the main character does a cameo.
The main character shows up briefly in that, and but that's not really a thing. You'll get it.
No.
And then Mort.
It's fine.
Is kind of the first death-centric book.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of split up into like mini series of the Witches, the Watch, Death, the Gods.
Different. Yeah. Essentially, there's as I said, there's like different characters and different groups you can kind of follow through their kind of own little stories.
And there'll be little appearances of other characters from other stories in those things.
Yeah. Well,
for example,
Mort's number 4. Is number 5. My brain's saying Soul.
They're in order here.
That's not right.
So Sorcery is number 7. I think. No, Sorcery is number 5. You're right.
Sorcery's number 5.
And then it's Weird Sisters. I was just thinking.
Weird Sisters.
Pyramids, Guards, Eric.
Yeah, Pyramid. I was going to say Pyramids is number 7. I knew that.
Guards, Eric, Moving Pictures, Reaper Man, Witches Abroad, Small Gods, Lords and Ladies, Men at Arms, Soul Music, Interesting Times, Masquerade, Feet of Clay, Hogfather, Jingo, The Last Continent, Carpe Jugulum, The Fifth Elephant, The Truth, Thief of Time, The Last Hero, Night Watch, The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents, The Wee Free Men, Monstrous Regiment, Hatful of Sky, Going Postal, Thud, Wintersmith, Making Money. And then I can't remember the specific order of that. I thought Monstrous Regiment was earlier.
No, it's quite late.
Fair. Maybe just because that's the first one I read.
I think, quite possibly. The first one I read was The Fifth Elephant.
It was a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah. Anyway, let's make a monk.
Yes.
25 minutes in.
Let's make a monk.
I don't think our audience follow us for what audience we have. I don't think follow us for Terry Pratchett lore.
They don't, but they do follow us. They do follow us for us just chatting shit. And you know what? I don't get to dump about my hyperfixations very often, and this is the one I have.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So I have a bunch of, and by a bunch of I mean all of the monk subclasses up in front of me.
I've got the 2024 ones here as well.
Okay.
Just for comparison.
So let's have a look then at what we're gonna do.
We're looking at third level.
Yeah, monks start to monk at 3rd level.
Yep.
So this is where obviously, as always, we wanna begin at the beginning. The only way to begin is by beginning. We want to learn. Yeah, we want to establish what this monk is about.
Sorry.
Yeah. So everybody knows the rules to the game that we're playing, yes?
No. We've been here the whole time.
I've been watching clips from the first episode of the new season of Game Changer.
Don't say anything, I haven't seen it.
So good.
The only thing I know is that
The
only thing I know is that Devon Stone from Legal Eagle's in it for some reason.
Yes. Watch it.
I'm waiting to watch it with Kelly.
That's fair.
There's a number of slightly large and complicated features, actually, at 3rd level.
There's a few. Like, monks, I think monks almost more than a lot of other classes we've done get heavy flavorful on, like, their 3rd level ability. You know, like, Ascendant Dragon. You
get the breath weapon, you get the changing
Draconic Presence Strike and being able to speak. Be able to punch acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison, and just choose. whenever you do the punch is an incredible fucking ability.
I think, because what happens with a lot of later 5e subclasses for the monk is that they realize that the core class itself was lacking in a number of ways, so it compensated by making crazy powerful and crazy useful subclasses.
And they never did that for the ranger.
They never did that for the ranger because clearly this is I think this is the reason why 2024 they made the monk awesome. There is someone who is on the design team who is a monk main.
Yeah, but there's no ranger mains.
There's no ranger advocates. We are the ranger advocates.
That's why we fixed it.
That's why we made a whole one. It's on Patreon.
But even like kind of older ones. So, oh wait, I hadn't realized Way of the Astral Self was fucking Tasha's.
Yeah. It's the original ones are the 4 elements, the open hand, and shadows, I think.
So, because that's wild. So in the home game that I was playing in years ago in the group that disintegrated, one of the people played what clearly at the time must have been a homebrew or maybe an unearthed arcana of the Astral Self Monk, because that was definitely pre-Tasha's.
Yeah, they did release it. Was codified in Tasha's, but there was a UA of it.
I think it must have been an unearthed arcana version that they were playing, which they did in honor of a character from Naruto Shippuden.
Because if I go down to the archived unearthed arcana, we've got the Way of the Astral Self.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we've also got obviously the delights of kind of Xanathar's bringing us the Drunken Master, which is great.
Which is the Drunken Master is so fun in concept, but I never want to play one.
I don't know. Like I like that you can just spend a key point to redirect an attack.
That's cool. That is really cool. It's most of the other features I just don't like. But the aesthetics of the Drunken Master Monk is just phenomenal. And admittedly, unabashedly, I love monks.
And this is pretty solid. Whenever you use Flurry of Blows, you also gain the benefits of the disengage action.
Yeah.
And you get an additional 10 feet movement speed. That's at 3rd level. That's good.
Yeah, that is a proper bounce around the battlefield and just go bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying I don't like it.
What is it you don't like about it? Because I'm reading it just now and I'm having a lovely time.
That's the thing is it sounds interesting, but more practically there's so all the other monk subclasses I'm I want to play it. I want to play them instead.
I mean that's fair.
But also the
17th level you just get more Flurry of Blows.
But you have to target different creatures every time.
That's true. So
I don't like the 11th and 17th features.
The 11th is not terrible, but quite expensive.
It's very expensive for what it is.
Yeah, cancelling disadvantage.
Yeah.
Although at 11th level, you're rocking...
They did?
11 key points.
Yeah, but it's a bitch to get them back in 2014. Now, I'm going to just double check. Mercy, Shadow, Open Hand, and Elements. Right, so they haven't rebuilt the Drunken Master yet. They will, but they haven't. And I'd be very interested to see what they do with more kind of twists on it. That was always the problem with monks, is that key points in 2014 are really, really fucking hard to get back.
You spend a key point, it's unavailable until you finish a short or long rest, at the end of which you draw all your expended key back into yourself. I mean, I'm looking at 2014 Monk, and it says short rest.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't use short rest rules, and also you burn through your key points so fast because it's the backbone of every one of your abilities.
I mean, that's fair. I definitely get the impression it was designed very much with the adventuring, the mechanic of the adventuring day in mind, or the design, I suppose, of the adventuring day in mind.
Yeah, the monk
of 2 short rests and a long rest.
Yeah, the monk The monk burns through their resources faster than the paladin.
But not as quick as the warlock. And they also rely on short rests.
No, but that's because warlocks...
Paladins rely on a long rest.
Warlocks tend to have that reliance on cantrips to keep them going.
That's fair.
Admittedly, I also don't like later level warlocks. I think warlocks really drop off after the mid game.
That's fair, but I'm also just like...
I was recently having this debate with my partner who is playing a warlock wizard multiclass, and we just leveled up, and she was debating whether or not to take the next level in warlock or the next level in wizard, and 11th level in warlock isn't good. It's just past 10th level. It's just not very good unless you fix it yourself. Mystic Arcanum's a bad feature.
Not a bad feature, you just don't like it.
No, Mystic Arcanum is a badly made feature.
I mean, if in a class that's not designed to get spells over 5th level, I think it's fine.
You choose the spell and you have, rules as written, no way to change it. You also cannot use that 6th level to upcast, which means that at that point you are dropping off way harder than every other spellcaster that is equaling you.
Yeah.
And your entire function and advantage is working on short rests. It's the only thing you have that works solely on a long rest, and you only get one of each.
But then, and this is my point, because the warlock isn't really meant to run by the same rules as other casters, it's not meant to keep up with other casters, you get your invocations instead.
Yeah. That's like, Eldritch Invocations are a great thing. Eldritch Invocations are fucking phenomenal.
Aye. And some of them, and again, you get more as you level up.
Yes. You get more. They did give them more in the new book, I will say. But a lot of the warlock features, what little of them there are, in beyond really, well, let's double check. Yeah, kind of beyond 10th level is not really a lot.
I mean,
and it's not
fair enough.
Like, you get subclass feature at 10th, and then it's just Mystic Arcanum, and you get one other subclass feature at 14th, and then Eldritch Master, which admittedly, 20th level features tend to be either really good or kinda crap. Which just seems to be a problem with 20th level features.
Yeah. But the other question then, because remember, if we're going by your logic, which is about keeping up with casters, what levels do we gain additional invocations?
Another one at 12th. You start off with 2 at 2nd level, 3 at 5th, 5 at 9th, 6 at 12th, 7 at 15th, 8 at 18th.
There you go. So that's 15th and 18th level then are both worth it. Because as a full caster, almost all you get from level ups once you get past about 9th or 10th level is just slots, higher level spell slots. That's all it is.
Except, well, the thing is, you can replace your invocations on a level up, same as you do with a spell list if you're a sorcerer or a bard.
And the invocation list is huge.
It is, but I will say, Eldritch Invocations are one of those things where it is a great concept. It is a great feature. It kind of was just then underserved.
That's fair.
It's a great thing. It makes the Warlock fantastic. There's loads in the PHB. There's quite a few in Xanathar's. There's like a couple in Tasha's, and they didn't bring out a single one in anything else. They just left it alone, and I personally feel that we need more Eldritch Invocations.
That's fair. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with that.
And this is the thing. This is the thing they got rid of, was that they had patron-specific Eldritch Invocations. Which I fucking love! I think that's a thing you should absolutely have.
Yeah.
That's... For example, okay, here, Mace of Despater from Anarath Arcana, which means you need the Fiend Patron and the Pact of the Blade feature. It gives you a specific Fiend Pact weapon that has an inbuilt smite in it.
That's cool as fuck.
I think that became Eldritch Smite. But still, fucking Moonbow, it's the same idea. That it mostly got focused on Pact of the Blade, that kind of stuff, I'm not going to lie. Having more Pact of the Chain stuff.
You know who really needs stuff, though? Pact of the Talisman.
Pact of the Talisman I can forgive for not having more stuff because it was introduced in Tasha's.
Yeah, like it came out super late, but they needed to give more stuff when they brought it out.
Yes. The one thing I will say is we're not going to get that because all of these pacts don't exist anymore. They're not actually class features. All of them are Eldritch Invocations now.
Oh yeah, it's now 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the thing
5.5e.
I like and I don't like. Like, on one hand, you lose this sort of like
homogeneity, which I dislike.
You lose this sort of like mini subclass feature that really adds to the Warlock's customization. Because Warlocks are the most customizable class in the game, hands down. Like it's Warlocks, then pretty much Fighters. Just because of the amount of feats that Fighters get, you can just twist everything up.
That's fair.
Because Fighters get more ASIs than anyone else. But I also like it with the fact that now you can have more than one of them if you want to.
That is cool.
Like you can have Pacts of the Blade and Pact of the Chain at the same time. Like you can play Pal World. So I like that.
That is fun. I like that.
But I would appreciate sort of almost kind of more things like this, the aspect of the moon, which has fucked me up a couple of times, I'm not gonna lie. Where the Eldritch Invocations kind of build into like mini skill trees, where it's like, hey, if you've put this one in beforehand, you can go and do that. You can go and do another thing. And I like that. I like that because it gives you investment for playing in a particular style. But it's also a hard thing. I also fully agree that I fully understand that that's a fucking hard thing to design for, to still allow the level of customization and not forcing people to silo themselves into particular ways of playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, just as the last point on the Warlock before we get back to actually starting this fucking monk.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that they took all the Eldritch Blast specific invocations and let them apply to any cantrip. Like you pick a cantrip when you pick that. You pick a cantrip, when you pick the invocation now, and I like that because it means you're not stuck with Eldritch Blast. I still think they should have made Eldritch Blast a class feature, but still.
I do. That does also, though, open up to things like having cone-based, like, pushing and pulling, doesn't it?
I think it does specify that it has, like, the kind of cantrip it has to be.
It'd be like, single target.
And not a lot of cantrips have that. Not a lot of cantrips have AoE, and the only ones I can think of that have AoE are, like, are like 5 feet around you.
Yeah.
And that's things like Word of Radiance and Soul Burst and Sword Burst and Thunderclap.
That's fair. Or something like Green Flame Blade where it targets 2.
Yes, Green Flame Blade is thankfully unique in that. But yeah, if you want to be a magic sword swinging, pushing back with booming blade motherfucker, you can do that as a Warlock, and I think that's awesome.
Jay?
Yep.
Sorry, I was reading through Way of the Long Death Monk whilst we were talking.
Yes.
And I'm trying to decide if I think it's shit or not. And as such, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
17th level caster, what are you hitting out with?
9th level spells.
What's the kind of damage on, let's say, a 9th level fireball?
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14d6.
14d6
for
a large group.
For everything in a 20-foot radius. And that's also low, because at that level you have something like, Abidalzim's Horrid Wilting.
Yeah.
Which I still contain.
I'm just thinking that 20d10 on a single target. Does that vaguely keep up with a 9th level single target spell?
That's definitely on the high level. That's on a really high level. But also, 10 key points is a lot more expenditure than a 9th level slot for your sort of like economy of resource. Because that's
true.
Half your fucking capacity to use your abilities.
It is. So that's why I'm just kind of looking at like...
So, I think that is reasonable, but also to yield the truly vast amount of damage from that, you gotta be ready, and you gotta be sure.
Yeah,
that
like
this
it's a finisher.
is not going down. Because here's the thing, you can, like, if you are in full high power monk mode 2014, you are using potentially 5 key points in a turn. Which is
so
4 attacks, 4 attacks, which includes flurry of blows, so that's 1, and then each of those attacks being a stunning strike.
That's only if you're fighting multiple opponents, though, that you would use.
Not necessarily. That's if you're either you're fighting multiple opponents or you're fighting one opponent who keeps making their fucking save, or you're just trying to. If you're trying to burn through somebody's legendary resistances, stunning strike is the best feature possible for it.
That's fair, but I do feel like that's, again, I don't know, as someone who hoards resources.
Unless you do the pixie war crime.
Yeah, as someone who hoards resources, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like stunning strike on every blow is like not the right vibe.
It is a rare one, I will say. That's when you are fighting a single boss and you fucking need them to be stunned. So that you can pull off, so that everyone else can pull off whatever bullshit they're trying to do.
That's fair.
And also, you know, if it's one big creature and you can knock out their turn, you take the chance to knock out their fucking turn.
That is also fair.
Because the great thing is you can do that next time as well.
I enjoy Hands of Healing and Hands of Harm. 3rd level for Way of Mercy.
Yes, the Way of Mercy. I like the Way of Mercy. I do like the Way of Mercy. We're not going to talk about the 2014 Way of 4 Elements because it's really kind of shit.
That's fair. I mean, Elemental Way of 4 Elements for 24. Yeah, Way of the Elements for 2014 is not quite a quarter caster.
It's a quarter caster that somehow has a higher resource cost.
Yeah.
And a much smaller spell list.
The
elemental disciplines are not good. They fixed it in 2024. The 2024 4 Elements Monk is insanely good.
Well, that's good.
And it has more than one feature.
That's nice.
The secret to making it good is it has a full 4 features.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Which includes getting a fly speed and a swim speed when you're using a thing. Sorry, actually 5. It's got 5 features. It gets 2 at level 3.
Way of the Open Hand at 3rd level, you can, whenever you just flurry of blows people, you can just take the reaction from them with no save.
Yeah. Way of the Open Hand
That's crazy!
Way of the Open Hand is hey boy, I heard you like monk, so I put some monk in your monk.
Yeah, but like...
It's so good.
Level!
Yeah.
Damn! You could just be like, either knock prone, or push 15 feet, or buy reaction.
Yeah.
In a feature that in theory you're using all the time.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows.
Yeah, no, Way of the Open Hand is really good.
Fucking damn, son.
Yeah. For a long time, it was the monk.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
Way
of the Sweeper.
Sucks. Yeah, so what are we doing at 3rd level? What's our present the flavor?
Okay.
What's up, gamers? What's our flavor?
So, monks already have proficiency.
What is the waifu cup that we are keeping this monk in?
Why do I have to be related to you?
I like my metaphors. Please continue.
So, I was going to say...
Yes.
That monks already have proficiency with quarterstaffs, so having proficiency with brooms isn't really a thing. But I was thinking we could do like a double feature. We could do like a more combat focused feature based around probably based around escaping damage, and then like a more roleplay feature based around concealing yourself. Like you can if you are cleaning up, you get advantage on deception and performance checks to deception, performance, and stealth checks to avoid notice.
I think certainly I feel like something like you can fade into the background in a crowd type of thing, like advantage on stealth checks in settings where you are adjacent to a person.
Again, we're talking the Way of the Sweeper, and it's like, I'm a little man with a broom. I was like, they're monks, who cares? That feels like advantage on deception as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So advantage on stealth and advantage on deception when adjacent to a creature.
When you're pretending to clean. Remember, we're doing this for funny. You're sweeping up.
Yeah.
You're the sweeper.
Okay. I just like in a jungle, you just take out a brush and start sweeping, and suddenly you could disappear.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You know just what? Let's commit.
Yeah. A fucking lion walks past and he's like, oh, he's a monk, who cares?
Stunning. Yep, abso-fucking-lutely. Yep. As an action, you can pretend to sweep and immediately become stealthed or deceive people.
When you're pretending, or actually cleaning, you gain advantage on stealth, deception, and performance checks to avoid notice. That's just like a quick thing, and then we should give it a second ability.
I have an idea for the combat focused one.
All right, cool.
Because this is my thinking, and it kind of goes off some of the other ones that we've looked at, which would be when you hit someone with your flurry of blows, they have to roll a wisdom save, or possibly an intelligence save, or be confused because they think the blows come from somewhere else.
That's fun. That's actually better than what I was going to suggest.
Because this basically my thinking is like, because you can't go back in time and punch someone, but you can punch someone from somewhere else.
Yeah. I was going to suggest something more along the line. I was going to suggest something where you could frighten people, because that's what Lucy tends to do instead of fighting. Is he uses sheer force of his own reputation to make people go, "Oh God, not him."
But that's specifically for people who know who he is.
Yeah, I know, but your idea is better. Your idea is better.
Yeah, he just confuses people. He just misdirects. So that's what I'm thinking.
So how do we run the confusion?
That's what I'm just trying to think.
We're talking a third level spell. We're talking a third level ability here, so we can't do is under the effect of the confusion spell.
No.
Because that's a fourth level spell that has some crazy shit in it.
Well then there we go. So I have to roll. I'm going to say an intelligence save because those are rare, and also this is an intelligence thing more than it is a wisdom thing. I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if they fail the intelligence save, then they waste their action. Or maybe we take a bonus action or something off them, but they waste an action looking for where the punch came from.
You give them disadvantage on. You can give them disadvantage on like their next attack.
That might be better
because they're confused by what's going on around them.
Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, because that's basically that'd be the same as if they were blinded, essentially.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. So let's do that. Fail an intelligence. Make an intelligence save. If they fail, they have disadvantage on their next attack. And that's just part of and that's just for using flurry of blows. It doesn't cost any extra key points.
That's free. You get that. You get 2 opportunities to do that. Because it's flurry of blows, you're making at least 2 attacks. In the new one, you're making 3 after a certain point. And that's a feature that's simple and just handy throughout the game. Because this thing is, if it's the next, it becomes less useful further up. Because if it's the next attack, then a DM can deal with that by having a monster with multi-attack.
Yes.
But as we all know, making a big monster with powerful multi-attack miss one of its attacks can be the difference between life and death. So there's never not going to be a situation where this is appreciated.
Yeah. Plus, we can make it better at later levels.
And we can make it better at later levels. I don't know what to call it.
You're the one who's got the book of quotes in front of you.
Fuck.
This is what the quotes are for, Jay.
Yeah. Is it not written I only have one pair of hands?
I quite like that. Oh, dear. Deary me, I was going to say, this is where we listen to the loading music in Jonathan's brain as he types.
Yep. Right, 6th level.
6th level.
I think we need to give them a movement feature.
I think that is very sensible.
Because that is the thing that Lutzi is the best at, is slicing time and moving real fast.
Yes. Alright. Again, looking at other things.
Yeah, what else we got? 6th level.
Astral Self gets dark vision, advantage on insight and intimidation, and when you speak, you can direct words to a creature of your choice that can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you, or you can make it so everyone within 600 feet can hear you.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
I'm just going to pull 4 of them.
Yeah. Plus,
right.
Oh, that costs a key point though to have all that active.
Astral Self is one of the ones that burns through key points the most.
Does seem to a little bit. Just because you're constantly summoning astral selves.
Yeah.
Ascendant Dragon,
because Mercy
when you step the wind, you get special wings.
Mercy and Kensei both boost their core features. Because Kensei means your weapons are magical and you get to do extra damage with your weapons. And Way of Mercy lets you end conditions and poison someone.
I would put it to you, though, if we're talking about movement, I actually prefer what Ascendant Dragon does. So Ascendant Dragon 6th level spells, it jumps on, it piggybacks Step of the Wind, which you've already got as a movement ability. Yes. And it just means that when you Step of the Wind, you also have a flying speed.
I want to go one step further.
I know you do, but what I'm saying is that, because the point is that it's no additional cost, but limited uses. That might be the model we want to follow.
I think you are right. I think it should be when you use Step of the Wind, because of the way that slicing time is, you basically just, you kind of just disappear. So I'm thinking when you use Step of the Wind, you can choose to teleport rather than move through the space.
I see no issue with that.
So long as you end on a solid surface.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm just trying to find Step of the Wind.
Step of the Wind in 2014 is you can take either the dash or disengage action for a key point. In 2024, it's you can take dash or disengage for free, but if you spend a key point, you get both.
Nice.
Which is a better way of doing it. Because it gives you an advantage over rogues.
Yes. For some reason, I mean, I'm currently on. Hang on, what level do you get Step of the Wind?
2.
I skipped over it multiple times.
Step of the Wind is. You get Step of the Wind at the same level you get Flurry of Blows. Because it's Step of the Wind, Flurry of Blows, and
it's under key.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Step of the Wind, Flurry of Blows, and Patient Defense are all level 2.
Right, I am an idiot. That's fine.
Because they are the base key features that happen, or focus point features that happen for everything.
Yes, right, okay. No, I'm here. Sorry, I was looking for it as its own separate feature rather than as part of just like having key points.
Yeah.
Because I'm an idiot. That's fine. I've never played a monk.
You should.
Although I'm not lying. All of this makes me want to play a monk.
This is why I love monks. I think, like, while Ranger is definitely your favorite class, I think monk is mine.
Yeah.
Because, yes, they are not the biggest damage dealers, and they do not, like, they drop off when compared to even, like, the later martials.
Yeah.
But they're really, really fun. They're really, really fun. And they have such a capacity for dumb shit. I will never forget skydiving without a parachute as a high-level Kensei monk.
I remember. That's what I thought you were going to say. Snack falling literally from space and taking no damage.
Just be asking the DM, how high are we in this airship? And he goes, 120 feet. I went, okay, cool, I step off. He's like, what?
It was absolutely beautiful.
And just being, good. Being 2 foot tall and punching people in the dick. What's not to love?
It's honestly, Snack the Underfoot was such a good character.
Yep.
Did I ever tell you that the one monk like that I kind of had envisioned was I wanted to make a lizard folk Way of the Ascendant Dragon monk.
Oh yeah.
Because the lizard who dreams of being a dragon.
Tell you what, Chris, at some point we should find someone to DM for us and we could do, because I have a similar character concept, but very different, because mine was a kobold draconic blood sorcerer.
We could both be like, I will be the best dragon. No, I will be the best dragon.
We're going on a quest to become dragons.
I would love that. I would so love that.
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a great. I think that'd be a great game. Everybody wants to be a dragon.
Well, now we've done a dragon. Well, this thing is
be a dragon.
Now we've done a dragon warlock.
The only dragon.
Now that we've done a dragon warlock, we can get someone else to play a dragon warlock as well and round out the party. Be like, Okay,
that's a fucking good point.
We're gonna go find my boss, and we're gonna try and turn you guys into dragons.
That'd be so good. Oh man. Oh, I'd love that.
Oh, and then
like the warlock's lost his the warlock's patron's gone missing.
Yeah.
And so that's the quest. We've got to go and find that, and if these two chuckle fucks join in because they want to meet the dragons.
It gets better, Chris.
Dragons.
It gets better. What? We got a fourth person to play a Drake Warden who's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is their kid. And I'm looking for child support.
That's how the warlock finds, like, they realize their patron's gone missing, like when they lose communication, and then the ranger turns up being like, hi, this dragon turned up on my doorstep and wanted me to tell you that their dad's gone missing.
It's like, your boss sent me to pick him up from daycare, and when I came back, the cave was in ruins. You will be the dragon dudes.
That's there we go, dragon dudes. That's the quest. That's the podcast done.
Unfortunately, we that does mean we all have to be of good alignment because there will be no bad dragons in this.
Why not, Jay? Why no bad dragons?
Because my character will be a kobold. They'll be 2 feet tall. They'll be using that thing as a fucking stripper pole rather than.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, man.
Anyway, so, Step of the Wind, teleportation, because we've got a similar precedent for that in the way of the Shadow. Because at 6th level, you gain the ability to step from one shadow into another. When you're in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see that is also in dim light or darkness. You then have advantage on the first melee attack you make before the end of the turn.
So this, I think, is going to need to be where we make this good. Because, obviously, teleport is good.
Yep.
But, so, for instance, Way of the Shadow right there, that doesn't cost a key point. It's not Step of the Wind.
But it is
using it. It's just...
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you can teleport into spaces that are dark or dim light.
But it is situational.
Similarly... It is situational, but similarly with the Ascendant Dragon, you're gaining a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Yeah.
For the cost of a key point, which is pretty fucking good.
So I'm thinking that we take a little bit of inspiration from the Drunken Master, because the Drunken Master gets 2 abilities at 6th level.
Okay.
It gets the, when you're prone, you can stand up by spending 5 feet rather than half your speed. And then it gets the redirect attack.
Yes.
So, which by the way, all monks get that now.
Damn.
Yeah, the redirect attack is all monks in 2024.
I mean, it's so good.
And it's a level 3 ability. It's fucking mental.
Well then,
so I'm thinking we do the teleport and we do something else to sort of like add on to that.
Fair. I mean, I am going to say I think the teleport should be double movement.
Well, this is the thing.
Well, I mean, it's a dash anyway, so...
It's a dash anyway, and at this level, at 6th level, your movement speed is, assuming 30 feet base... Assuming 30 feet
45
base...
feet.
You're looking at 45 feet.
Yeah.
Which is 135 feet if you want to do the full distance.
45 plus 45 is 90.
Yes, so that's movement, action dash, bonus action dash.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
Monks are fast. So, you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 3 times your movement speed.
Depending how much resources you're spending, yes.
Well, no, I'm just going to say this as part of the Step of the Wind.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
When you use Step of the Wind feature, you can instead teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within a distance equal to 3 times your movement speed. Now, that does leave a little bit of a hole in the you can move and then use this, which gives you crazy fucking movement. But you know what? I don't think that's out of the question for a monk.
No. Okay, so you wanted to do two things.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to do two things with this.
Yes, but I'm not sure what the second thing could be.
My only thought is that you can make it a choice. So you can choose to teleport 3 times your movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can choose to teleport 1 times your movement speed into a space occupied by a creature and knock that creature back.
Basically give you like a charge.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. You can't, it's like...
Doesn't do any damage, but it knocks them back.
I was going to say you can make 1 attack. Because that basically that's basically adding together your Step of the Wind and your normal bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay.
You can make an attack, and if the attack succeeds, you'll do your normal martial arts damage and push them back.
Okay.
So does that sound... That doesn't sound insane, does it?
No, that doesn't sound insane. It sounds less insane than the fucking Planewalker Ranger, or Horizon Walker Ranger. Who I think it may be at this level starts doing multiple teleport stabs, or that might be the next one.
Or you can teleport.
Fucking love the Horizon Walker Ranger. It's so fucking cool, man.
A single unarmed strike. So we're not letting this get abused by like weapon monks.
Yeah.
If that...
Sorry, I'm laughing at the Astral Self Monk.
What?
It's a Megazord.
Most people compare it to, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but kinda.
Because you're summoning in bits. First you summon the arms, then you summon the head, then you summon the body. It's a Megazord.
Kinda, yeah. Like a one-man Megazord. Like a really lonely Voltron.
Yeah.
Oh. Should we add a consequence for if you miss with the attack? I'm thinking a small consequence, like you're shunted to another available space within 5 feet of the creature, and you take a d10 of force damage. Which is pretty standard.
Or like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even like, you know, you might trip and fall.
I think just pushing you away and giving you the little bit of damage rather than, you are now next to an enemy and prone. Because that's just like, hi, how do you die?
But also remember, at that point, you haven't necessarily used any of your actual movement. You've just used your bonus action to do this.
Still.
I know, I'm just saying you've still potentially got your action and your movement.
Fair, but I'm gonna do the shunting.
Fair enough. Again, I was just thinking instead of the damage, but like dex save. Plus, you're good at dex saves.
True, but yeah.
I'm not huge on, because the monk's not got the biggest health pool. I'm not huge on
direct damage. Yeah.
Yeah, on damage as a consequence.
I mean, it's a D10.
Fair.
And it's not going to scale up.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm putting it on the same consequences as misusing the etherealness spell.
Fair.
Because that's kind of where I'm getting that. Is that's pretty standard for the you can pass through space of another creature, but if you end your turn within that space of a creature or an object, you get shunted out.
No, it's fair.
Yeah. So that's slicing time. 11th level. What are we looking at for 11th level monk features?
A lot of kind of like big aura type things with multiple effects, depending.
Oh, that's so, like, really cool.
What are you looking at?
Oh, the Mercy Monk. Starting at 11th level, you can now mete out a flurry of comfort and hurt. When you use your flurry of blows, you can now replace each of the unarmed strikes with the use of your hands of healing without spending key points for the healing.
In addition, you can you can use your hands of harm with that strike without spending the key point.
Yeah, you only get one of those though, but still.
Yeah, that's fucking good. Though.
That's still fucking good. That's really fucking good and really on brand.
Yeah, I am really enjoying. I actually, and again, for given you're complaining about resource management, I am really enjoying Way of the Ascended Dragon, because a lot of this stuff is you use it free the first time and use key points to do it the second time.
That's
so
the thing.
For instance,
the Ascended Dragon is, I think, the latest.
It is, yes.
Monk subclass.
Because it's fizz bands.
Yeah, because it's fizz bands.
Yeah. So, but it means as a bonus action, you can create an aura, either a fear aura or a resistance aura, for your allies, which is pretty cool. Which lasts for a minute, sorry.
Yeah.
And then once you've finished it, you can either create it again after a long rest or expend 3 key points to create it again.
This is
pretty fucking cool.
This is one of the fun things about kind of watching this game unfold, because I have my copy of Fizzband's Treasure of Dragons in my hand. This was released in 2021.
Yeah, it's the most recent and the last, I think, 2014 book.
It's not the most recent 2014 book, because I think Glory of the Giants is more recent.
I didn't even know that came out.
Yeah, that came out. It's got one decent thing in it, and that's the Giants Barbarian. Everything else in it's apparently quite crap and not very interesting.
Oh, this was the one for slut dropping kaiju.
What?
Alright. Yeah, no, I remember that a book had come out with it.
You mean my elbow dropping fairy?
Just for making everything big.
Yeah.
And there was like kaiju fighting classes in it.
No.
Or subclasses, sorry.
No.
No.
That's not Glory of the Giants.
Okay,
You're thinking of Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai.
I thought that was a.
You're thinking of Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms, which is a third-party book.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I had heard of like a third-party book that did like big things.
No, Glory of the Giants is a first-party book. It was not very well received.
Oh.
But anyway, so this came out 7 years after the original Monk, and you can kind of see the progress of, okay, we've heard a lot of feedback from players. Over 7 years of play with this. It's cool. And it's like, yeah, we've identified some of the problems with the Monk, so we're trying to fix them with subclasses, like I said. I think it's cool just to watch as a game designer, just to see the progress and the player feedback that have clearly happened in those intervening years.
I'm just sorry. I'm looking at the Kensei Monk and realizing that you can just give your weapon an additional +3. So if you're wielding a +2
read the last sentence, Chris.
You can make a +5 greatsword for a minute.
Read the last sentence of it.
That has no effect on magic weapon that already has a bonus to attack and damage rolls. It says,
this is the thing, because Snack used that one a lot. Snack used that feature a lot. But he didn't have a magic weapon.
Level?
Snack finished at level 14.
I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, we finished at level 14 in that campaign.
Damn.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yes.
We did get to a pretty high level, though, yeah, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Rai pushed us up through the levels quite quickly. I think he did like I can't remember if he did like multi-level jumps.
I don't think he did multi-level jumps, but I remember there was like, I think because there was like a big gap between playing, and we kind of almost did like a time skip to get to like the next bit of the plot that we were looking for.
Sort of. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, because he used that feature a lot, but he didn't have a magic weapon. At level 11, if you are a DM and you have a weapon-focused monk, it's the same principle as fighters. If you have not given your fighter a magic weapon at level 11, you are a cruel DM. Or you're running a particularly because at that point, so many things have non-magical resistance.
Yeah.
So many things. And if you're not giving... And, like, the Kensei doesn't have that problem, of course. Because the weapons they're using are magic just by being Kensei weapons from level 6. The same way that all monks have magic hands from level 6.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Kensei monk should have a magic weapon at this point.
Yeah.
If you are a particularly inventive DM, then I would make a step round this. I would try and step round this restriction by giving them a magic weapon that didn't have a bonus. And had like different effects when you used it, or like gave you different techniques or some shit. I don't know. But this is a feature that can go very kind of yeet or E, depending on what you have been given. Because if you have a good magic weapon, it's fucking useless. You don't get it. You basically don't get a feature at level 11.
Yeah, which sucks.
Which really sucks. If you are in any instance when you are building a subclass where you look at it and go, if you are looking at the general kind of model of play, and you're in a very conceivable situation where the feature you get at this level is completely fucking negated by something, that is not well thought out design.
Yeah.
That is ill considered.
And it potentially punishes players for enjoying aspects of the game.
Yes, and what it means, at least in the social context, is you get the level up, which is a great moment for everybody, but everyone else is going around the table being like, oh, I'm 11th level, I'm a fighter, I get a third attack! I'm so crazy now! Oh, I'm a wizard, I've got fucking 5th or 6th level spell slots now, I can cast the crazy shit! And you're sitting there going, I got another key point, and my fists are now a D8.
Yeah.
Yay. It's nothing. If you're having to sit there and go, my feature is useless, it sucks. Because I've been there, and it sucks. But yes, so that's
yes.
I was like, oh fuck, I'm getting into something. But yeah, we have quite a broad things. I mean, Mastery of Death is one that I would probably want to emulate or make something close to, because there is that bit in Thief of Time where Luce gets his head cut off.
Yeah, he literally saves before the conflict.
Mastery of Death.
So, yeah, actually,
beginning at 11th level.
Saving your game.
When you're reduced to 0 hit points, you can expend a key point to have 1 hit point instead.
I was gonna say, I think it should be more expensive than that. I think it should be better than that.
I was gonna say it can either be more expensive, and it can be better. Like, you can't do both. Because here's the thing: if you think about this, if you are bringing yourself back to 1 hit point,
yep,
and it's a while until your turn, heavy potential that you're just gonna go down or burn through a shitload of key points trying to keep yourself alive. So this is I think that's a fair trade-off there. Anything that hits you will kill you.
Partly because I don't want to do the same thing.
No.
As Way of Long Death, because it's really good and it's really cheap.
So
I would like to make a better, more expensive version.
This is the thing,
and that is
the thing that's sticking in my head.
Yeah.
Is probably more appropriate for a 17th level feature.
What's in your head?
What's in my head is, okay, you hit 0 hit points. You can instead spend X amount of key points to return yourself. This is the thing, is it would be, I don't want to say you would return yourself to a previous position or return yourself to a previous hit point total, because that requires tracking that back, and that's really hard. But it would be, you would restore yourself to 2/3, like half or 2/3 of your hit points, and restore yourself to, and put yourself somewhere else. Like, it'd be a huge boost. Something closer to the final feature of the Celestial Warlock.
Okay.
Where when you go down, you automatically get restored to, I think, half hit points.
That's, I think your point about tracking things is fair.
Yeah, because that's an admin thing that's a pain in the ass for everybody. So if you set it to a fixed amount, then you're probably a bit better there.
Yeah. How about spending a number of key points that allows you to go into, like, think like a kind of like a, maybe like almost like a you wink out of existence instead of taking the damage, and then reappear there at the start of your next turn. Like, essentially you get to blink.
Yes. That's not where I thought you were going to go with that, but yes.
What did you think I was going to say?
I had a flash in my head. It's like, oh, you can spend key points up to, I don't know, your proficiency bonus, and then roll that many of your hit dice.
That could be good.
Although 68 for 6 key points.
It's not stunning.
It's not great. It's really not great for 11th level, and it wouldn't be 6.
Yeah. But it's 4. Because I was thinking more like, restore yourself back to where you were in at the end of your last turn. But again, you make a very good point about tracking that.
Yes.
So what I would say then is sacrifice a number of key points equal to, say, the damage received times 10.
Okay, I want you to think about that sentence for a second there.
You're 11th level.
You have 11 key points maximum.
Yeah, so you're taking hits. Individual hits are probably sitting still around like the 30 to 40 point range.
So what you said, right, what do you think you said?
Number of key points equal to the amount of damage divided by 10.
Right, because you said times 10.
Sorry.
I was just thinking, hang on a fucking second.
Trying to say the thing, and then try to do it backwards.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Like, that's fair. I was just like, have you forgotten what we're working with here? No.
But yeah, amount of damage divided by 10, rounding up. So like minimum 35 would be 4 key points. And instead of taking the 35 damage, you blink. And you come back on your next turn.
That's a really good defensive feature. That's a really good defensive feature. I think that's
yeah, and it's expensive because it should be.
Actually, that's not that expensive for what you're doing. I would say that. I would say that,
like, you're getting a really good reward.
Yeah,
but you can't do it a lot.
Yeah, like you are paying a fair amount of key points for insanely good defense, because you're skipping out on a large chunk of damage, and you're also not there.
Yeah.
You're not there until the start of your turn, which means that you skip out on all subsequent damage.
Yes.
That is...
And it's the kind of thing
That's great. That's an unbelievably good defensive feature.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing that, like, if you're fighting a horde of goblins...
Yeah.
Then it's brilliant because it suddenly becomes really, really cheap. And you get to so you can use it multiple times. But if you're against an adult dragon...
Yeah.
11th level adventurers you could conceivably be fighting an adult red dragon. Then the breath weapon could easily be hitting you for like 60 plus damage. In which case you're wiping out more than half your reserve of key points.
Right, okay. So, when you would take damage from an attack or a failed saving throw. Is that kind of the language thing? Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Yeah, it's you can use your reaction to negate. You can use a reaction, or no, it's not a reaction. You can just spend a number of key points because you're not going to have a reaction because you're not going to be there.
I still think this works as this fits as a reaction.
Yeah,
because it gives.
I think mechanically it's the same thing.
It fits better within kind of like the game terminology to make this a reaction.
Yeah. You can spend your reaction, or no, you can use your reaction to spend a number of key points equal to the damage taken divided by 10, rounding up, to mitigate the damage and disappear until your next turn. Reappearing at the start of your next turn.
Minimum of 1.
Yup.
Just place yourself in time. You do not take the triggering damage. And instead vanish from your current plane. Reappearing.
You leave the current plane and appear in the 5th dimension.
Reappearing at the start
time's
of
the 4th
your
dimension, isn't
next
it?
turn.
You leave 3-dimensional space and exist purely in the 4th dimension for a turn.
That one might need some linguistic reworking.
Yeah.
When I make the fancy PDF.
That's fair, but we know what we mean at the moment.
We know what we mean. But I'm just thinking of saying this to a DM. And the DM not interpreting it that way. So it's the putting through the linguistic things to clarify what it is we mean. That's that.
Yeah, 100%.
That'll take me a hot minute.
I absolutely agree with you. But it's like for the purpose of the stream, as long as we know what we mean right now.
Yeah, but like because that will take me a hot minute to work out because I'll have to sit there and think, and it's fucking warm in here, my brain's shutting down.
That's valid. That's valid. I have to say, apparently the west half of the country is sitting at 22 degrees in the central belt. How's the eastern coast of the country?
Fuck me sideways.
That's valid. Right, 17th level for a monk.
No, give me a second. You look through that. I'm gonna find a name for this.
Fair enough. The 17th level as a monk, you have your punching is a D10. You've unarmored movement is an additional 25 feet, so you've got 55 feet of movement base for the majority of species. You have Timeless Body and Diamond Soul, which are both I kind of love. God. Like, they're not the most incredible, but
fucking seriously, great. Diamond Soul is amazing.
Diamond Soul is incredible because, you're proficient in all saving throws.
And you can re-roll them for a key point. Diamond Soul is like one of the most powerful features.
And yet people are bitching about the monk being underpowered. Do you hear yourself?
Hey, the monk is underpowered offensively, and you got to put 14 levels in to get that. It's the stuff between that. Because this is the thing is, Tongue of the Sun and Moon, very handy. 10th, like, immunity to disease and poison at 10th level, paladins are getting that at 3rd.
Yeah, but also, paladins don't get the number of attacks you do.
That's true, but they're usually doing more damage with their attacks.
Yeah.
The DPR of the paladin dwarfs pretty much everyone except the rogue. You've played a paladin, Chris.
This is true. Right. Yes, paladin damage is great. I fucking love it. I know.
Yeah.
Just trying to say that, like, it doesn't mean that nowhere in here do I see what people are bitching about with the monk.
Okay, simple. You say you're playing any of the non-weapon focused monks, right?
Yes.
You are at this level. You are making 4 attacks.
Yep.
For a resource cost. That is.
Yep.
that you are going to burn through really fast. Each of those attacks is doing
not
a D10.
That fast. I still object to this burning through things really fast.
Those are the things a lot of people use Stunning Strike a lot. Because it is the most powerful feature you get.
But it's also like that only becomes an issue really in terms of like per turn cost if you're fighting lots and lots of enemies.
Or you're trying to put a big scary guy down.
And even then, put a big scary guy down, it's like you can burn all his legendary resistance in one turn if you want, if you've not got a supportive party or you want all of them to be doing the thing. But also like normal circumstances, it's probably just an extra key point a turn.
Well, yeah, and that's still two key points a turn. Anyway,
most combats don't last 5 or 6 turns.
Anyway,
against like a single boss,
you're making 4 attacks. You're doing a D10.
I think that contextually, monks have a perfectly fine time of it, and people need to know.
I really like monks. Remember, this is going to replace all.
I also like monks.
So the problem.
I'm enjoying everything that we've got.
Chris,
here.
You asked me what the thing is. I'm explaining the thing.
All right.
You're making 4 attacks, which, okay, resource cost. You're doing 1d10 plus 5 for all of these attacks. So your maximum damage output in a turn is 4d10 plus 20.
Pretty good for a martial.
Which is not nothing, but you compare that to a fighter with a greatsword, who at this level is doing 6d6 plus 20 plus whatever their weapons are giving them.
Okay. And again,
you also
66 versus 4d10.
Okay then.
Not a huge difference.
Alright then.
Also, that's specifically for the greatsword.
The greatsword or the maul, which a lot of people go for.
Yeah.
Alright then, let's look at the rogue.
A shield and have a one-handed weapon.
Let's look at the rogue, which is kind of usually the most direct comparison. This is the thing, is if it's, okay, you're looking at a one-handed weapon, the fighter is always going to be rocking higher AC than you. At 11th level, your rogue is probably doing a D8 plus 6d6 plus dex plus that for whatever they're doing.
One attack.
For one attack, yes.
Yeah. Also, and again, fighter's always going to have higher AC than you because they can wear heavy armor. So heavy armor and shield, you're looking at 20, 21.
And you have to split your stats.
I will give you that with the monk. You have to split your stats. You have to have wisdom and you have to have dex.
You have to have wisdom and you have to have dex. It's the same. Barbarians have a similar problem, but they get round it by having proficiency in medium armor.
Yes.
Because also, if you want to be a monk that's any chunk, you've also got to spec into Constitution.
Yeah. I will say that I do think that there's not a lot of payoff for the specking into wisdom for monks. I will absolutely give you that. At least with rangers that they claim to also get spell casting with wisdom.
Yes.
Although, most of the time it's not.
Yeah, we've discussed at length the problem with ranger spell casting.
Yeah. So fair enough. If you're rocking light armor then for a monk.
No. You don't have any armor proficiencies.
Oh, do you not have any armor proficiencies?
None. Monks don't get any. They have their unarmored defense, and that is it. And they are not allowed to wield shields.
Okay, then.
So you put shit into wisdom or you die.
That's fair.
They also don't actually get as many defensive features in the 2014 version. We're talking purely about the 2014. Yeah. They don't get as many defensive features as the rogue, because patient defense is powerful, being able to take a dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. However, that is a defensive feature that you're having to use by using that, you are sacrificing your other core features.
Yeah.
Which is why the patient defense often gets forgotten about and people tend not to use.
Yeah. Because they're using flurry of blows instead.
Yeah. Slow fall's great. And then you get evasion. You get the same evasion that the rogue gets. By this level, the rogue is also getting uncanny dodge and the ability to hide as a bonus action with insane bonuses to stealth, so they're not even targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also disengage as a bonus action and
monks have the most mobility.
Away.
They have the most mobility. They do. But again, also that disengage, you're sacrificing your main offensive feature to do that.
I'm just double checking. Your unarmed strike. Martial. Use Dex instead of Strength.
Yeah.
So you can still hit a 20 AC as a monk.
You can, but you need to spec only into Dex and Wisdom.
Yeah.
And that's
which
if you're using
in terms of plowing your ASIs into things, like
which means that's the thing. It means you have to plow your ASIs into them. You don't get access to as many feats.
True, but that would be the same if you were a fight. Well, not if you were a fighter necessarily.
No, because a fighter actually only needs to. A fighter realistically only needs to focus on one stat.
Well, which would be Dex.
Which would be Strength or Dex, depending on what they're doing.
Yeah, Dex for the AC, which is what we're talking about.
If you're in heavy armor, Dex doesn't get added, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, this is true, but that was the thing I'd said first.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
But it means that monks do unfortunately get left behind in certain ways.
Yeah.
That make things a little harder. And admittedly,
I very much
between 7th and 14th level, with the exception of the subclass features, which, as we have discussed, a lot of them are really fucking good, you don't get a huge amount. Like at 7th level, you get evasion and stillness of mind, both of which are very good features. Because evasion, getting to fucking sine wave round crazy like area effect dex saves, brilliant, because you're good at dex saves, so you can wave those off real easily. And then taking an action to end a charmed or frightened condition can be really good, because I have been in a situation where I was stuck being frightened and constantly failing the saving throw. It was against a dragon, and it took me out of the fight. Being able to just kill whatever that is for an action at no cost, great. Immunity to disease and poison, not great. Very little.
Not great. At 9th level, though, because I'm just looking, like, you get your ASI at 8th. At 9th level, you can run up walls.
That's really cool, and that's a really fun feature.
Yeah, it's situational, but it's very fun.
That's
and you can run on water, which is also kind of cool.
Yeah. You can't stand on water, unfortunately.
No, but you can run on water and you can run up walls. So that, it creates
that's really cool.
Elevation and other stuff.
That's the thing, is like monks have lots of cool features.
Yeah.
But they were lacking in being able to keep up in being effective.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Just, you know, when you've got that little part of the back of your voice that just goes, that's because they're all doing it wrong. Is, of course, the arrogance of someone who's not played a monk.
I'm not saying that there was... This is the thing. I'm not saying that there is no way to make a monk effective in purely 2014 rules. Absolutely, there are ways to do it. But having played a 14th level Kensei monk and being more experienced in that side of the gaming than anyone else at the table, bar the DM.
Yeah.
I was losing out real fucking fast to everyone. Like, the amount of damage I was outputting was way lower than everyone else at the table.
Because in that party there was a druid.
There was a druid, an artificer, a warlock, a fighter,
Who's playing the fighter?
Sam.
Oh, Alex is playing the fighter.
No, Alex was playing a barbarian. Sam was playing the fighter.
Oh, yeah. Sam was playing the fighter.
A barbarian.
What was I playing? Oh, I was
You
playing
were the warlock.
I was the warlock.
And a bard.
Yeah. I mean, you were doing more damage than me.
I kind of wasn't, though.
I mean, I wasn't very offense-based. I was a Phalok.
Yeah.
I was not hugely offense-based.
You were still pulling some pretty serious spells out of your arse. And actually, again, Warlock's a pretty good comparison because they also tend to only be doing a D10 on their damage.
Yeah.
They're doing that at the start. Monk, I will say, pretty much every issue that happens with the monk is fixed in the new rules. I fucking love the new monk. I've said this many times.
I do love the new monk.
Yeah.
We've gone through that on the stream, and the new monk is phenomenal.
I think starting the martial arts die at a D4 sucks.
I think it's a bit shit.
It's shit.
Particularly because I do think it's shit because actually, like, normal unarmed strike is just equal to strength mod. So
yeah, it's 1 plus your strength.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, realistically, like, martial arts die should be D4 plus dex.
I mean, it is.
Is it?
It is. That's what martial arts is, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So if you've got a, realistically, you're probably starting with like a 15, 16. Then if you're on point buy, you're probably starting with a 16 in dex.
Yeah.
Plus,
so plus 3.
if you take into account racial bonuses.
Yeah.
So that's a plus 3.
Yep.
Okay, so you're doing a D4 plus 3,
twice.
which is twice. 2D4 plus 6 at first level.
Yep.
Is okay. It's better than a first level fighter using their it's better than a first level fighter with a longsword.
It's better than a first level fighter with a longsword. It's not as good. It's pretty comparable to a first level fighter using a greatsword or a maul. Because that's 2d6 plus 3.
They're only. Well, that would be great. As it would be 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it still comes out lower but it's comparable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts at
it would be better
D6
if it was
now,
higher.
and that makes me happy.
Yes, it's been fixed now. We're happy that it's been fixed. Sorry. I think I'm just here like at the bottom with my 2014 Ranger held close, trying to drag everyone down into the muck with me, being like, look, you've got it so much better than I do.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, yes, the monk had it better than the Ranger. It just did.
Yeah.
Where, like, because the Ranger, the monk at least knew what it was and knew what it was doing. The Ranger has always suffered from a huge lack of focus.
Yeah. I will also say that having also now looked into the 2014 Rogue, I really feel like the Rogue drops off a lot at later levels.
This is the thing, is that the Rogue gets... I agree. But... it's the point of...
But everything it gets at early levels is fucking broken as shit.
This is the thing, is the Rogue is rock solid up to... like, the first bad feature that I think the Rogue gets is maybe arguably 14th level.
I mean... hang on. Let me just...
which is blind sense. If you're able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creatures within 10 feet of you. Which is... Which, hey, fighters can get a better version of that at second level. Not first level, actually. Fighters can get a better version of that at first level, because there's a fighting style that does that.
Yeah.
15th level, you gain proficiency in wisdom throws. Monks, as the comparison, at the level before, are getting proficiency in all saving throws.
Yeah. I do feel like, though, and again, this is a weakness of the class as a whole, because we've gone over this before. Rogue subclasses also drop off. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of drop off in rogue subclasses. There really is.
Yeah. So I do think, actually, realistically, like, rogues, after reliable talent at 11th level, that's when the drop off comes.
But that happens. Admittedly, that happens to a lot of classes.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like the monk is also rock solid. I think up to 11th level.
Yeah, I mean, even this is the thing. Okay, let's look at another thing. Paladins. 11th level, you get a really good feature, and you get improved Divine Smite.
It's not even improved Divine Smite. It's just an additional D8 to all of your attacks.
It's called improved Divine Smite.
Which is it's a misnomer, but
and you then get at 14th level, you get the ability to end a spell effect as an action on yourself or someone else, which could be crazy useful.
Good. Yeah.
But still, you don't really get anything, but it's still not great, and you get not a huge amount between 11th and 18th level, because at 18th level, you get a massive boost in that your auras are now 30 feet instead of 10.
Aye, which is wild.
Which is insane. But apart from that, you're just getting spell slots. And, okay, the pure essence of the martial, the fighter. 11th level, you get your second extra attack.
Big thing at 11th.
Yeah, you are now making 3 attacks with an action and a turn. Phenomenal. You are getting the same attacks as the monk with more damage per attack if the monk is not spending a resource.
Yeah.
ASI, Indomitable for a second time. Sure.
You get an additional use of your Indomitable. ASI, which is re-rolling a failed save.
Yeah, ASI, Indomitable, ASI, subclass feature, ASI. 17th level, you get a second use of Action Surge per short rest, and a third use of Indomitable. Which, that's powerful. That's pretty powerful, because that means you can get 6 attacks in 2 turns.
Yeah.
Action Surge is the most basic but most powerful ability in the game. It's great.
Yeah. So actually, I suppose what we're saying here is that everybody gets their best abilities around 10th, 11th level, except the monk who gets it at 14th.
Which actually brings it to a main point, is because that is where most play does not reach level 20.
Yes.
10th, 11th level, up to 15th, that's kind of where things usually cap out on average.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the Barbarian, who completely falls off, I would argue, after 6th level.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, very subclass dependent.
Very subclass dependent, but the core classes. Brutal Critical's shit. I think Brutal Critical is shit.
That's the roll additional dice for your crit, isn't it?
Yeah, it means your crits go harder. They're not any more fucking likely.
Yeah. For which you would need to be a fighter.
For which you would need to be a champion fighter, specifically, at least.
I mean, I would argue that 11th level Relentless Rage, that's good.
Relentless Rage. If you drop to 0 hit points when you're raging and don't die outright, you make a DC 10 con save. If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead. Each time you use this feature after the first, the DC increases by 5.
Okay, it's shit. You should just not die when you rage.
Well, there is one of the subclasses gives you that.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So this is undone by one of the subclasses.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it gets it earlier.
Yeah, it does. Is it not that? Is it not the Berserker?
It's not.
Who's the one that's too angry to die?
Is it the Zealot? I mean, the Zealot gets a different, really good resurrection thing, which is hey, if someone uses a resurrection spell on you, it doesn't cost anything.
That's cool.
Which is nuts. Right. It's 14th level. It is the Zealot.
Okay.
So at 14th level, while you're raging, having 0 hit points doesn't knock you unconscious. You must still make death saving throws, and you suffer the normal effects of taking damage while at 0 hit points. However, if you would die due to failing death saving throws, you don't die until your rage ends, and you die then only if you still have 0 hit points.
I mean, that's crazy and a lot better.
Yeah, that's insane. Because all
you're
that
operating
takes
at 0 hit points and still alive.
All that takes is a paladin having 1 point left in their lay on hands pool, or a bard having at least a level 1 spell slot left to cast Healing Word. And you're fine.
Or you've taken 2 levels in fighter.
Or you've taken 2 levels of fighter and you can fucking, second win your way out of that. I hadn't thought about that. Especially considering that Barbarian Fighter is the most solid multi-class in the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I don't think there is any way you can do Fighter Barbarian that is bad. There's definitely ways you can do it that is boring, but there's not any way you can do it that is mechanically bad, unless you are actively working against yourself. I mean, even then, actually, because what I was thinking is being a heavy armor fighter and then taking the levels in Barbarian, because then you can't rage, but you still get Reckless Attack in a second thing. And Reckless Attack with a high AC, actually, that kind of works.
Yeah.
Rage is better, though. Rage, that resistance, it's just better. It's just better. Yeah. Playing a medium armor fighter and then put 3 levels into fucking Totem Warrior, and you're unkillable.
Pretty great.
You're unfucking killable. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes left and we still haven't done a 17th level feature.
Oh yeah, we need a 17th level feature, guys.
Yep.
Right, what are we looking at? Back to my favorite, the Ascended Dragon. Ascended Dragon, you augment an earlier ability, so you get better breath.
Yep.
You gain free blind sight.
And you can blow up people.
And, yep, when you activate an ability, you can blow the fuck up. So there's a lot of taking earlier things and making them explode.
Astral Self, when you're using... as a bonus action, you can spend 5 key points to summon your full thing.
Yep.
So it actually reduces, I think, the whole resource cost, and certainly reduces the action economy that you need.
Yep.
You get an AC boost, and your extra attack for your action is now 3 times.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
So you get an extra attack, which is fucking handy. So you can, with the new rules, that could actually be 6 attacks.
Yeah. So yeah, because you've got 3 attacks as just... Yeah, you've got 3... Well, you've got 3 attacks as your main attack action.
Yep.
Then you've got bonus action for Flurry of Blows.
Yep.
You've got the +2 to AC, which, if you did just a straight monk and you've just spec'd into Dex and Wisdom, then in theory you could be rocking up, you
can get
21,
20 AC.
22 AC, which could be pretty sexy.
Yeah, 22 AC with this, which not to be sneezed at. Although AC is less important
level, that's respectable.
At levels that high.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at things that have got like a +15 to their attacks.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, because what's it? So at the moment, we're in your campaign. We've just got
level 15.
15. Yeah. So we're 2 levels below this, and I'm, as a paladin, have an AC of 21.
Admittedly, that's also because I allowed you some bullshit.
Well, yes.
Like, you should not be able to have the setup you do.
But that's primarily because we made a deal at the very beginning that you were going to let me one-hand a greatsword. Yeah. And that's been the mistake. Yeah. That was the mistake at the beginning, and we've been consistent with it.
I mean, the more recent mistake is I gave you a magic item that lets you break the strength limit.
Yes, but that hasn't changed. That didn't affect my AC.
It didn't, but it definitely it means that you didn't have to do the AC versus damage output change. Trade-off.
Yeah, but it's, again, looking at, like, things that are heavy defensive. So, traditionally a paladin's got heavy armor and a shield.
Yeah.
Which is what I've got. Which realistically, you're out with magical shields. You're still looking at like 20, 21, 22, 23. Like that's the kind of AC you're looking at. So 22 at 17th level, like that's respectable AC as a maximum.
Yeah. I'm not sneezing at it. Yeah. I'm just looking at the other things because again we've got 3 minutes left.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Kensei.
Intoxicated Frenzy, that was, you get 3 flurry of, up to a total of 5 flurry of blow attacks.
Provided you attack a different creature. So you need to have 5 targets for that to work.
Yeah, so less good.
Kensei, you get to reroll a single attack if you miss.
Which is free, but not...
It's free, but you only get to do it once and it's there.
I think, a free reroll of an attack every turn for no resources is cool, but maybe not at 17th level.
Not at 17th level. Because again, you're looking... Again, we are competing with 9th level spells here.
Yeah, which is where we will take back to Monk Way of the Long Death, where you can spend all your resources.
You spend half the resources you have
for a massive touch of death.
Yeah. Which, here's the thing.
Which is kind of cool.
We made a better version of this, and it was the capstone feature of our ranger.
Was it? Oh damn.
Yeah, you pick a single target. Remember how we started with like general racism, specific racism, very specific racism. Fuck that one guy in particular.
Yeah. That died within the past spent 5 key points. Hey.
Yeah.
Way of Mercy gets a resurrect for 5 key points
of
anyone who died within 24 hours, which is fucking crazy.
And Open Hand gets to turn people off. It just gets to switch your existence off.
Lethal vibration. Yeah, literally the 1-inch punch.
If I have touched you, here's the thing. There's no time limit on that. I don't know. It lasts a number of days, up to 17 days.
Equal to your monk level?
Yep. Quivering Palm is the best assassination. It's the best assassination technique ever.
That's so fucking crazy. Harmless unless you use your action to end them. To do so, you and the target must be on the same plane of existence. Creatures make a con save. If it fails, it is reduced to 0 hit points. If it succeeds, it takes 10d10 necrotic damage. What the fuck is that?
Yep. Quivering Palm's mental.
That's insane!
Yeah.
I suppose the only thing saving it is that, like, in battle, you have to use 2 actions to do it.
That's the thing, yeah, but also, that's really cool, because that is just the, you are already dead! That is just the kid Fist of the North Star!
Omae, Shinderu.
Yeah, it's just that.
That's fucking crazy.
Way of Shadows,
when
crap.
A creature within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack made by somebody other than you, you can use your action. No, that's shite.
That's shit. That's actually shit.
Yeah. Sun Soul...
Which we've not really looked at so far.
Sun Soul's 11th level is cool. Sun Soul's 11th level is fucking Spirit Bomb, which is crazy.
Except for the fact that... it's Junior Fireball is what it is.
Yeah. But like,
you can spend
for a marshal. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if the base thing is free, and you spend 3 key points to do 66.
Yeah.
At 11th level.
Yeah, which is like for a marshal again. That's pretty good going.
I feel it should be earlier.
Okay.
I feel it should be earlier because again, that's 11th level.
But name me another marshal who gets a 20-foot radius sphere that they can launch 150 feet.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. It's mostly I'm mostly complaining about the damage there.
That's fair.
Having the ranged attacks, great fun, and it's kind of the only way for a monk to get ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Unless you're throwing knives or a kensei.
17th level ability sucks. Free magic aura, which you can extinguish, which is fun. But also, all it does is it gives you a reaction.
A reaction that's crap.
Really crap.
Yeah.
Alright.
A reaction that's really shit. There's some really shit ones in here.
There are. Right, so I suppose the flavor that we've got so far is we've got things that make older stuff better.
Yep.
We've got stuff that does just like brand new and on theme or we've got stuff what is shit. So since we're not going to do the third one, which of the first two do you think we fit in?
Unfortunately, it's probably the second one.
Something brand new but on theme.
Yeah, because that's the hardest to build for. That's why I'm saying it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't.
Do you have any thoughts?
No.
God damn it.
Okay. We've got the. We're looking at time. We're looking at displacing time.
We are looking. Yes. I'm trying to think memorable moments in the book where we did things about time. We've done things that Lutzi does in the book. We stop time. We start time. We cut time.
Oh my god! I've had a brilliant idea. I know what to do.
What is it?
Once per long rest, you get a casting of the spell Time Stop.
Fuck yes!
And the spell does not end early if you make attacks, provided those attacks are unarmed strikes.
Yes.
Okay.
How long does Time Stop last?
1d4 plus 1 rounds.
Yeah.
But it ends early if you take an offensive action.
Okay.
And it's a 9th level spell, and it's yeah. Basically, the ultimate combo is
no time passes for other creatures while you take.
You just take it. You just basically it's free actions. It's 1d4 plus 1 free turns.
Yep. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal. This spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period or any effects that you create during this period affect a creature other than you or an object being worn or carried by someone other than you. In addition, the spell ends if you move to a place more than 1,000 feet from the location where you cast it.
Yeah. You've got to think hard about it, but it's a very useful spell.
Yeah, it's a one-time let's absolutely fucking ruin someone's day.
Yeah, this is, put it like this, the way I would think about this is this is your opening salvo. This is a group of guys try and jump this monk on the road, and then suddenly they're all flat in their asses, and they've no idea what happened in the intervening time.
Yeah, which I think and again, it's like, at minimum, you're going to get that 2 turns. So that's two rounds of attacks.
Yeah.
Which at the moment you're rocking, which is still,
That's 8d10. That's 8d10 plus 40 if you hit all of them.
Yeah. So, which is still not 9th level spells.
I mean, Time Stop is a 9th level spell.
Yes, but I mean, like, in terms of damage.
In terms of damage, but also in terms of utility, because this is...
Yeah.
The utility of this and the chances this affords you are insane.
Yes. I'm just thinking in terms of, like, brokenness. But you know what? Fuck it. For the meme. For the meme?
For the meme.
For the meme.
And this is the thing, is it's not overpowered. Because this is the thing, this is the same utility as a 17th level caster is getting. But
literally.
Yeah. But you're getting a little bit, and I don't think adding in the spell does not end early if you make unarmed strikes. Or use your flurry of blows features. I think that makes, I don't think that makes it overpowered.
I don't think it makes it overpowered, given that you don't get 8th level spells or 7th level spells.
Yeah, you're getting this once per long rest,
and it's you just get this one.
Yeah, you're getting it's a single use trump card, but it's a hell of a trump card.
Yeah, I'm here for that. I like a single use trump card, but it's a hell of a trump card. Let's do it.
Yeah, easy.
Hey, look at that, Jay, we made a monk.
Yeah, we've now made a subclass for every single class.
We have in fact made a subclass for every single class, which is kind of crazy. I am so proud of us. So yeah, on that delightful note, ladles and jelly spoons, thank you so much for joining we, the Brothers Honey, on this delightful journey where we have, I think, spent possibly over an hour not doing the thing that we said we were doing on the stream.
Like, that's a surprise.
I know, so fucking surprising, right? So yeah, but it's been a blast. It's been fun. We have now made one of every single class, which is so fucking cool. I'm so fucking proud of us, man. That's so good. Yeah.
Now to release our own player's handbook.
I know we
with
have
blackjack
and
hookers.
So I'm gonna tick it off our list now. I'm so happy. I've ticked it off our list. That's so good. Yeah.
We got a good shit.
We do.
But yeah, thank you all for joining us. We will be back on Friday and next Monday. Beyond that, it's a little bit up in the air, but we'll see. Yeah, we will hopefully be back with our Blades in the Dark campaign next Monday. We did this because, scheduling conflicts, various people are busy. Life. And also, again, it was the glorious 25th of May. GNU.
Was indeed.
And, yeah, if you want to perceive us, there are various links to various places upon the internet in the descriptions of this video and the stream, and etc, etc, etc. You all know the drill. This, along with every other one of our previous D&D homebrew subclasses and monsters, are all available on my Patreon for free. They are completely free.
Yep.
I am currently working on revamping the paid portion of the Patreon to make it worth it, because honestly, right at the moment, all you're getting is our after show, Tea with Crimes, as well as the backlog of the after show for City of Mist, geeking out with the credits. And it's a good time. But I want it to be worth more. I want to give you more shit.
If you're Jake, can I say the thing that we're gonna be building some stuff?
Well, this is the thing, is
making some stuff.
You and I have talked about things. I actually have more ideas that you and I haven't talked about yet.
This is exciting.
So we'll discuss that off stream. But it's basically the idea that is definitely going to happen when we get around to it is all of the monsters we have made are free. You can take the monsters and do what you want with them. We are going to write adventures to go with those monsters,
or at the very least, like mini adventures to go
like
with each.
Short things.
Yeah. Obviously, not like a full like.
We're not making a book.
Yeah, we're not doing like a level 1 to 5 adventure. We're doing specifically like
we're aiming for one shot.
Yeah, we're specifically doing like a little adventure for a thing
that you can slot into any of your existing campaigns. That's the idea.
Absolutely. Later on, we might build up to stuff, but at the moment, again,
there will be at least one of them that is a full actual mini adventure, and that'll be Fortress Whale. And that'll take us fucking ages to do. All the others...
That's a whole dungeon. That's a whole fucking dungeon.
Yes. All the others will be one-shots, and they will be available on the paid section of the Patreon when we get round to them. Yeah. For now, it's just Tea with Crimes, but I'll make announcements and things and be like, hey, we've got shit! Please give me money. And there's also a couple of other things not related to the streams that I am thinking about putting up there, but that's maybe slightly more long-term plans. For now, we'll be back on Friday with more Baldur's Gate, and then Monday with hopefully more Blades in the Dark. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.